Fabi, entra. Hi. Hi, Emily.
Sí se escucha, pero no se escucha la música.
They are listening to you. We're trying to figure out the music. I thank you. Hi, Saucy. So I came today. I'm gonna be coloring for the rest of the night. So I just felt like I needed to. I can come a little color with you guys. I just don't want to feel alone while I'm coloring. I'm not very good at talking during live streams, I figured out. But I'll be here anyways, in case you want to talk to me. Thank you, thank you. I'm very proud with how she looks, thank you. But now it comes the hard part, because I knew how I wanted to do hair, with the hair and the skin and her eyes, everything. But now I don't know what colors I'm going to use for the background, because I don't know what colors to use for the inside of the heart, and I don't know if I'm gonna do something on the outside. But today I'll try to color all these little teeny tiny things, and that's my plan for today. This is Little Folk by Christine Karen, and I'm coloring this page for, it's a combination like for a February and for Valentine's Day, because the name of the page is Fairy Hair Heart. I thought it was really fitting. Okay, so let's pick some colors for these tiny things. I'm gonna start with the leaves. So let's start with the leaves. So I'm using all of my color pencils. So I'm combining Prismacolors, Brick and Derwent Caramel Flows, and I've been doing that the whole month. Okay, light olive. Yeah, light olive seems a good color on foliage. So you can use those. These are the Derwent Caramel Flows. So the one that I said, it was light olive and foliage, if I'm not mistaken. Light olive, yes. So how is everybody doing? Do you watch all the live streams doing the Tubiton? Are you catching up? What are your favorite pencils? If I have favorite pencils, well, I'm really used to coloring with Prismacolors, and the texture and the way how I'm sharpening my pencils, but I don't want to make a lot of noise. The way of the texture of the Prismacolor pencils is my favorite, but I really love Caramel Flows for the range of color. So if I need to decide which ones are my favorites, I can leave only with Prismacolors, but I really love the color range of Derwent Caramel Flows. I've been using them so much, specifically for the browns. If you can see, I'm gonna show you. My browns are getting little and little. It's the most colors I've been using lately, and then also some greens. So yeah, and I would like to make some color alongs, but I really take a long time coloring. So those, you mean like me coloring in real time? My favorite is Christmas too, and I like castellados. I've never tried castellados before. I only have the harmonious, but I don't know if it's the same texture. But Prismas, yeah, Prismas are. Love you ever been? I like colors too. You know, Emily, I would like to try colors. I would like to try warmer pencils and Arctics pencils too. So they are on my wish list because I know they are more wax based than oil based. If I can, one time I remember one of my friends, we were talking about pencils, and she said, I was explaining her how you can, like how they when caramel flows feel on the paper, and I told her that they are creamy, but at the same time not too creamy. Like they are in between Prismacolors and Polychromos. They are on the center, and she told me, so they are like the baby of Polychromos and Prismacolors, and that's exactly the definition I can give you. They are like the baby of those two brands. Yes, Sassy. If I do coloring with just pencil, for example, the last time that I did my process with the coloring this page right here, that one, I started this one and I uploaded like my coloring process, and it's not an uncut version or a color along properly saying, because I really took a long time and I needed to speed up some of the process. Just coloring, basing, and picking my colors, and also coloring her hair. It took me a long time. I started recording like at 5 or 6 at the evening, and when I realized and I finished everything, it was already 12 at night, midnight. So yeah, I don't think color alongs properly saying are something that I can realistically do. Then the day of the Tubiton, I spent 1 hour coloring a flower. To use a blender pencil and mineral oil to smooth your work. I don't use anything more than pencil. Not even the blenders that comes with the pencil. I just feel the I don't like the finish result. I try to blend everything with the same color pencil. Okay. Yes. Um, do you hear any music? Or you prefer no music? I know people don't like music on videos, but I don't know if you can hear it on the background. Hobby's playing on PC. Yeah, he's playing, so you can hear hi under my pencil. He's playing, and he uses a lot of like the keyboard and also the mouse. He's being clicky clicky. So sometimes I try to cover those live noises with the music, because he's always here with me when I'm at home. If I'm home, it's because he's home too, because we work at the same job. Hi, Pam. Welcome. Today I'm planning to color the rest of the night, so I felt like coming here to color with somebody. And I hope I make some progress. And I need to decide what to do with the background and with the inside of the hard background too. I don't have an idea what I'm going to do, but I'm feeling like maybe after finishing all the little details I can have a better idea of what color can be the best option for that. And also these tiny details here, I don't know what colors to do those. Hi Jennifer, welcome. Thank you for joining me. It's just me. Um, just to let you know, I'm pretty slow at coloring. I know you also don't not know, or I'm not too good at chatting, so I hope you don't get bored. But I can color. I can make you company if you're coloring too. Right now, I'm using, if there is somebody new, or yeah. I'm glad you found my channel by through the Tubiton. It was such a very lovely event. I was so happy, and I'm very happy that I was able to participate. So right now I'm coloring in this little folk, and I'm using Prismacolors and Derwent Chroma Flows, and I based this page with alcohol markers. Hi Cassandra! Hi. Ab, how are you doing? Do you have fun at the Tubiton? Do you watch most of the live streams, or are you planning to see them during the your free time now? I need to catch up with the last with the ones from Neko Simi. I was awake since the beginning. I started watching Amy at Amy What Art. That was she started, and I was planning to see all of them to stay awake the 24 hours. So I was doing pretty good. I stayed awake until Emily started streaming, and my back was hurting, so I decided to go back to my bed to see her in my bed, and I fall asleep. So now I need to see all the rest. Nico's live stream, Jess's live stream, and all the rest. I don't remember the order. Cassandra, I'm good. This is my last day off. Tomorrow I'll be back at work. I've been off for a long. I've been having lots of vacations during this month, and I was able to color a lot. But now I won't have any more vacation days, so I know I won't be coloring as much as I wish. And probably they will start killing us at my job. Because of the weather, we've been off some days because we had ice instead of the snow started getting hard and it became ice, so we couldn't go to work. So we had like 5 days off because of the snow, but because we are delayed with the orders we need to do, I know they will make us work like for 6 weeks. For 6 days a week, and also until very late at night. So probably I won't be coloring nothing the rest of the month. Amy started for me at 6 p.m. I dozed a little bit with the 1 and 4 a.m., but I caught most of them after that. Amy started at 6 p.m. with me too, so maybe you live near me. So I'm at Central US. So he started at 6 for me too. And I was awake until 12 the next day. Hi, Mama Bear. Thank you. So yeah, I was awake until 12. I woke up at 4 or 5 or 6 or 5, I don't remember. And I was able to see the last one, I think, or not. I don't know if it was the last one or if it was the almost the last one. I don't know. And Lord, I was tired. You know what? Today we were talking with the people that was involved with this whole event. Sorry. So we were talking. We were chatting a little bit. And I thought I was the only one that had the same feeling. But they were saying that they felt like they were hungover. And I didn't say nothing. I didn't reply to their messages. I just was reading. But I was feeling the exact same thing after the whole event. I felt like I had a big party the day before. But it was super fun. I loved it. It was super fun also seeing the people so involved. I remember that I didn't know how it was going to work. Like if people were going to be jumping in between channels. And after Amy finished hers, the first one, all the people was already there when I jumped in from one to the next one, and they were already, hey, yay, I'm here, hi again, and that was super fun. That's because we did have a big party. It was a big. And the thing that I liked the most about it, it was just coloring related. You know, that's something so healthy. So healthy. It's like you try to, or imagine to tell the whole experience to somebody that is not involved in the coloring community. Like, what do you do your weekend? Well, I watched a stream the whole day. I was coloring for 24 hours and I felt hungover the next day. Something so healthy. Oh, we say it like that where I'm from. From I'm from Peru for the ones that are new. And I say the word healthy. I don't know why we use that term in my country for people that usually don't do the things that are like on the wall. For example, what my grandma always use, she always tells me that me and my sister are pretty healthy because we don't go outside, we don't go to parties. So that's the term. Yeah, she indeed did a lot of. She worked so hard. She was so. I don't know how to put it in words. But it was amazing what she was able to create, and the idea and the whole organization is something that I can't imagine doing by myself. And also, I felt so happy being around people I admire, or being involved in something with people that I admire. So, yeah, I had a blast. Hi, Amy. You're at work? Thank you for passing by and saying hi. I hope you have a nice day at work. I don't know what time is it there. Thank you, Mama Bear. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I see you soon later in another opportunity. Have a nice day tomorrow. It's 2:30 p.m. here. I work from home, so I can. Oh, that's so awesome. While I work, but I also wanna color. That can be a double. I don't know how you call it, a double side knife, because you can have fun while you're working, but at the same time you can have. We can influence you to start coloring. Anyone? Amy, I was thinking about your turn to show you when the coloring frames. Oh. Were you coloring your own during the other people's streams? Yes, I was. I'm gonna show you. Because I have it right here. So I continue my page with the little birdie, and I finished all my flowers. So that's what I did most of the night. I took a long time coloring my flowers. And then I started this one. I started with the basin and with her face and also her hair. And it took me a long time because it's such a big space. Literally, that's everything I did. What I was doing out here. So yeah, and I am planning to finish this one today. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm thinking that because it's just small details, maybe I can finish it today. I'm not sure. To see more done on that page. I want to keep watching, but I need to sleep. But it's gonna be recorded on the channel, and any time that you need want something to see, you can come back. I don't know what else I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I'm gonna finish. I wish I can finish it by the end of the month. But yeah, I really enjoy coloring flowers. I don't usually color flowers because I feel like they don't come out as I want them to look. But I took my time this time, and I'm very pleased with how they look. So let's see what I can do with the background, and I hope I don't ruin it with the background. But I was coloring like they were paying me to color non-stop just to go to the bathroom. And also because I couldn't do anything else. The whole live stream was during the night while everybody was asleep, so I just could be here on my desk coloring in my own with my on my own, trying not to make that much noise because I'm coloring on my room, on my bedroom, and Hubby was sleeping, of course. Thank you, Mama Bear. You're still here. Thank you. One of these days, maybe I can. Well, I don't know if I would call it a tutorial, maybe on how I color flowers, but it's not different of everything that you color. So I don't know. This is another color, right? Yeah. So let's skip those. Oh, you're. That's my face. Hi. We need a skin tutorial because the skin is gorgeous. Mama Ray, I do have one. I have one skin. When it's not I don't call it a tutorial, but it's a how I color skin video, and I've colored that one. This one right here. I'm coloring her in that video. So in case you want to go check, you can go check it on the channel as how I color skin. It's basically the same thing. It is gorgeous. I'm looking forward to when I get up to you in the rewatch. I love Rita Pringwork, so it's nice to see how others approach her. Amy, I took a long time coloring that. And I love Rita, and I wish all of her work were more were published by other publishers, like not only Amazon. And I know we have the World of Nature book, and I do have that one, and I love it. But I wish I can have more options of books by her, because I love all of her prints, but usually I don't color them because of the paper. Christine Tanzania, I watched that tutorial. Yeah, go check it. It was made with love. And if you have any questions, you can go come to ask me whatever you need. I hope it's useful. Well, now know what I'm doing tomorrow. My travels. I just got Wild and Nature. So we should color something together. Cause that book is untouched, Amy. I started a couple pages, but I don't know why I'm not coloring those. So I don't have nothing finished. Hi, Coloring View. Hey, how are you? Three-way body, let's go. Yes. Something simple though, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it, but I would definitely love to have something finished in that one. I love Rita. And I love the fact that I can use alcohol markers as a base. I've been lately coloring only in coloring books that I know I can use alcohol markers as a base, because it just makes my life easier. So yeah, I'm gonna send you a message, Amy, and Mama Bear, if you can send me a message too through Instagram, that will be easier to arrange something and to make a group. I never done a group before, but we can do it. I can figure it out. Bye, Cassandra. Thank you for coming and saying hi. I hope you have a good rest of your day. So if I ask you which ones are your favorite artists or illustrators, which ones are? Which your response will be? You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. Yay. Mine is, it depends. What do you mean? What do you mean, Amy? I love Christine Karen. As you can see, I've been coloring so much in her books lately, and I just want to keep coloring, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. But I also like, or love, that's the word, RJ Hampson books. So I'm gonna be coloring more in those too. Oh, it depends on media I want to use. If in a cutesy mood or realistic mood, if I want a detail or simple. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Maybe my changes or my taste doesn't change very much because of the mediums I use. I only use color pencils, and I'm one of those persons that usually when they like something they hyper focus in that thing. That happened to me with a game when I started playing games, video games in my computer. When I found one game that was the best, the one that I really liked from all of the rest, I hyper focused in that game for like 4 years. I didn't like anything else, and I was playing for long hours just that game. Now that I'm into coloring, it happens the same thing. If I change my taste, I feel like I'm betraying somebody, myself. Jennifer, I'm new to coloring, but there are so many amazing illustrators. Yes, we have so many options now. But I want them all. I wish I can color every day for long hours. Because when I have time to color, or when I decide to color, is because I know I have long hours to spend coloring. I don't color quickly. I know I don't enjoy those sessions. So if I have the opportunity to color, it's a whole routine. And I need to be only coloring, and that's it, for a long time. My current hyperfixation is Lydia Fenwick. That's a better way to put it, yes. Do you got the Lunar book? I don't know, I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. I messaged you guys on Instagram. I'm now seriously going to sleep. Lol, night, y'all. Good night, Mama Bear. Thank you. And I'll go check my phone when I finish streaming so we can see what we can color. I hope you have a very good day tomorrow. Yeah, I also want to get Luna soon. I really love the way she drew her animals in that book. And of course the portraits, but I love the fact that it includes animals. So yeah, that's I think I bought it already. I can check because I have my phone. Let me see my Amazon. I think I bought it already. Orders. No, I haven't bought it yet. Oh yes, it's arriving Thursday. Yeah. So yeah, I will get that book soon, and I hope to color in that one as soon as possible, so it's not untouched for a long time. I don't think I'm gonna be using alcohol markers in that one. I did it in Oceans to start because I didn't really care. The small little images of those gems and flowers, but this one has animals and I don't want to cover those. Jennifer, I have Ocean to Stars, but I haven't colored it yet. Lunar is in my Amazon cart. I have so many books in my Amazon cart. But then I think that I won't have enough time to color all of those. And I don't buy anything. But I couldn't resist with Lunar. It's a pretty good book. Well, with what I've seen in flip throughs. and people already coloring in it. It looks really I like it. I don't know. My cart was hit hard over the weekend. I added so many new books during the live streams. Can I know what did you buy, Jennifer? Maybe you can influence me as well. I've seen. What did I saw? What did I see? I see. I remember I saw Holly using gel crayons. That's something I would like to try. Then what else did I see? Of course, Amy was coloring with glitter. I've never done that before. Maybe one day I'll go crazy and I use glitter too in one of my pages. Just for the fancies. And I threw you gave us the whole motivation that day, and it was beautiful too. Okay, it was creative and energetic, and that was what we needed to start. It was perfect for the occasion. I bet you do. I bet you are. My goal was to set the energy for stream. I know I've achieved it. You definitely did. I was so excited with how you started everything. I felt like it was something really, really, really big. You set the mood, you know? Glitter is a guilty pleasure. It's amazing and sparkly, but it gets everywhere. It is. But when I see glitter, I just want to do this with my fingers and start playing like if it were salt. That should be a challenge. Coloring a page with glitter. But it can be any kind of glitter. I never used stickles before. But one day, I know. When I get out of my comfort zone. Where I'm almost finished with my leaves. So you see another color. I love these yellow greens and olive greens more than spring greens. I don't like those colors too much. Glitter gel pens is also a good way that is a lot less messy too. Glitter gel pen, stickles, and also well, if you want to go shiny, you can use watercolors. That's the most. The crazier I went with shiny things, just metallic watercolors and glitter gel pens. When I first started coloring, I used a lot glitter gel pens. I don't use them anymore, not too much. Just with details, I don't know what colors to use, or I don't know how to shade something. For example, sometimes I used to do that. If you look at this page and you see a really tiny detail like the I don't know, the inside of this flower, and maybe I didn't want to do any shading on that because it was so tiny, I would use a glitter gel pen. I'm gonna try to put something in a video because I did some recordings of everything, like me coloring at the same. I mean, how do you put it in words? I don't know how to explain it. It was like a blog. Well, the idea was to make a blog, but every time somebody was streaming during the Tubiton, I recorded myself doing something. Like when it started, I recorded myself planning how I was going to color the bird. So I did that one when it was Amy's turn. Then when it was Annika's turn, I recorded myself keeping doing that and doing some more organization and blah blah blah. So I will try to put that in somewhere. But then I couldn't make it the whole day, so I'm sad because I went to sleep. I fall asleep. Hi Ivy. Hi coloring pips. What's up, my guys? Hi Melanie. Hi Jennifer. How are you guys? Welcome in. I'm currently coloring in Little Folk. I started this page during the Tubiton and I finished her yesterday, and now I'm trying to finish all the rest. And I used alcohol markers as a base in case you wonder what I used, and now I'm using just color pencils on top. I'm using Derwent Chroma Flows, and I've used Prismacolors for her specifically. Hi Amy, I'm painting, so lurking mostly, but I wanted to say hi. That's fine. Thank you for joining. She's beautiful. Great work. Thank you. Hi B. Did manage to get the coloring bee after your donation. Hey, I'm lurking. I'm working on something to be lurking, but I just keep distracted. Can you explain me something? Maybe I don't understand this because I'm not a native English speaker. But when you say lurking, is because you are like listening, but at the same time not getting involved, like talking, but you are at the same time listening, like on the background. That's what lurking means. Exactly. Oh yeah, but that's the best thing that you can do. I always do that in everything I listen while I'm coloring. If somebody is in on a live stream, what I do is just to watch while I'm coloring, like right now, or I start doing adult things while watching a video, a coloring video. I love to do that. I didn't know that was the term I needed to use. Good to know. I have one question. What do you think about videos? Wait, I'm gonna sharpen my pencil. What do you think about videos with music in the background? Because I've been really worried about that lately. Because there are some people that tells me on my videos, or they leave me that message that they don't like it, but they will prefer not to have the music on the background because it's too distracting. But I don't do it only for aesthetic. I do it because, as I said before, my boyfriend is here with me on the background playing on his PC. So every time he's doing making clicks or using the keyboard, it sounds pretty loud on the camera. So I don't know, I try to cover that with the music. And also I'm not the chattiest person, so there is some empty space, like a silence, and I try to cover that with the music as well. So I don't know what to do. It will be nice to know what you think about it. The elevator music. But not only here on a live stream, also in regular videos. I don't know if you've watched my regular videos. I try to put the music with really low, not too loud, that you can mostly hear my voice. But it seems that there is people that really don't like it. Thank you, Ivy, for telling me that. Elevator music. Hi, Brittany. Welcome in. Yeah, Melanie, I know I can do what I feel like doing. Sometimes I just try to please everybody. That's not a good thing. I know. But I don't know. Yeah, I read mom, but I knew in my head it was supposed to be Momo. So that's cool. Don't worry, you fine. Have it ever happened to you that you were at school and you call your teacher mom? That happened to me so much. So a lot while I was at school. I know it's not the same situation, but it's funny. It made me remember that. Hey Autumn, how are you? Jennifer says, how long have you been doing YouTube videos and how did you get started? I started last year. I started in April or March. One of those months. I think it was March. And it's going to be almost a year now. And I decided to start because I was really into coloring and I was really inspired by some of the YouTubers I now follow. One of those is Axie Fumbles, Anika. I was watching a lot of her videos and I really love the way she colored and everything. And I was like, hey, I want to make friends and I also want to share with people what I can do. And if somebody, I'm not gonna be saying, oh yeah, I'm a beginner. I know I have a little bit more experience. I'm not an expert, but I have a little bit more experience. Just because what I studied digital animation, and I said it before, and I did had some classes about traditional illustration, so I have a little bit of that theory on my mind. So I said maybe I can help people if they have some questions or they would like to know something. So that's why I decided to start my channel. And also to make new friends. When I first started, I've never had done body color before. I wanted to get more involved with the whole coloring community because I felt like I was part of something and I just wanted to get more involved. So that's when I decided to start. Thank you, Autumn. I was here but on my TV, so I had to get my laptop out instead so I could join the chat. You have a chill vibe. We all enjoy it and beautiful pages as a bonus. Thank you very much, Autumn. So yeah, basically that's why I decided to start my YouTube channel. But I didn't realize how much time I was going to need. It's definitely time consuming to create something that I like. It's not always necessary to make something really prepared or with a lot of production, if we can say. But I just want to create things that are made with love and that it shows that I put my heart in those things. The same thing with my coloring pages. I know it's not a task like where I was when I was studying. Nobody's gonna see my pages and tell me, okay, you got a 10. But sometimes I want to just make something with value. It does. The editing part takes a while. Depending also on what kind of result you want. Yeah, that's why I decided Autumn to start live today. I felt like coloring and I felt like talking to somebody about my coloring. So I was like, or do I record a video about me coloring something like for at least 1 hour while I'm talking? But then I was thinking, but I'll be talking to myself, so there is no point and I don't know what to talk about if I'm just talking to myself. So I just started to start the stream. You don't need to upload nothing. For one, I'm glad you started your channel. You're becoming one of my favorite colorists. You're very talented. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you. You really make my heart melt. I really appreciate those words, because sometimes I feel like I'm not the type of vibe of colorist everybody sees here around YouTube. I'm not very talkative, and I don't have so many great ideas, and I don't play too much with different mediums. It's just me and my color pencil, so sometimes I feel like I'm gonna be boring. I take a long time doing editing. I'm recording, so I don't have a lot of content, but I'm pretty happy that even though I'm not like most of the people, there is some people anyways that enjoy what I do, and that's the whole point. Then Autumn says, I thought the Tubiton was just first live. It wasn't my first live. I did like 2 or 3 live streams before that one. I just deleted them from my YouTube, because sometimes I'm very insecure when I'm talking freely without watching what I'm saying. You know, Spanish is my first language, and when I'm talking on the camera, I can take a long time trying to explain something, or maybe I can say something that I didn't want it to say, but because it's not my first language, it's hard to me trying to explain myself. So I just delete them because I'm afraid I'm gonna say something that people won't like. That's why you don't see the other ones. I'm doing pretty good with this one though. I'm feeling very really secure. And Melanie says, I love Axie. YouTube through her because she tagged everybody from the Twitter, and I follow everybody. I'm fairly new to coloring. I want to make coloring friends as well. Well, you're welcome to this community. Now you have a friend in me. You can message me whenever you want. Hi, coloring. Hi, Lori. Thank you very much. Hi. People answer you instead of just talking to yourself too. Nice to have those conversations. It's not super boring. I find it reassuring that you actually do not see it as more than okay. It's missing words. I found your channel through hers. I understand anyways what you meant, Melanie. Okay, I finished with all the lips with this color, and now we're gonna do the color I don't like. It's not yeah, I just like how the color pencils look, and I don't like getting out of my comfort zone very much, so that's why I prefer just coloring with color pencils. And also I feel like I control my color pencils more than any other thing, and I also value so much every single page that I just want to use secure things to not ruin a page, even though I can ruin that page with just color pencils. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I do horrible things with color pencils, and I have the necessity to read paper to read those pages, and I'm trying not to do it anymore. Okay, so green. So what kind of green did I did this frog before, and I want to do something similar like this frog here. I know that color, or maybe that's too bright for what I want to do. I know that's spring green. Prismacolor is spring green. Or apple green. I think it's almost the same color. Let's see. Oh no, it's different. It's a little bit darker. That's awesome. I found maybe 5 new channels through the Television schedule and several more doing it. It was nice to see how real everyone was. All the videos I watched prior seemed so perfect. You know, and one of the things I enjoyed the most during the Tubiton was to seeing everybody's different personality and how they approach their stream situation, how they organize themselves, how they set the overlay in their stream. It was super cool to see all of those things that you don't notice when you're watching just regular videos. It was cool. So I have this color and this color. Do I want to go darker? What color is this? Sorry, I take a long time picking colors. Maybe obsidian green. I like that one. And I don't need these ones anymore. So this one was here. And this one was here. I'm trying to keep the order with these chroma flows because I don't know the names, and also I'm not familiar with the color of the barrels, so I tried to put them in the exact same order. So every time, hey, get away! Every time I go through my little notebook to find any color, I know the position is exactly there. I said obsidian green. And then you look at my prismas and they are all messed up. And all little and short and not organized in any way. Because I already know the colors of the barrels. And I also know their names. Now let's see. Since everybody's personalities was fun without the editing. Yeah, it was. Then you see me. I was a mess doing that stream. I was so nervous. Oh, sorry. And I knew there was a lot of people watching me that I look up to. But I was so nervous. And also I noticed I wasn't making any progress as well. I was just calling one flower, trying to talk as much as I could to keep people entertained. I feel like at some point I just started talking about things that nonsense. I'm going to have to replay Emily's Illustrated stream, her coloring frenzy to finish the page before she was fun to watch. I really enjoyed that one. I was having a lot of fun, but that at the same time I was feeling really tired, so I fell asleep while I was watching it. I wasn't able to see the final result of that page, but it was turning so well, so nice. I love the hair that she picked for her illustration. I'm also, maybe I need to ask, but I want to use that same color for that same picture. I need to ask her if I can, if she wouldn't mind. Or maybe I don't need to ask her, but if I do it and I post it, I can say that it was because of her. Talking about nonsense while not progressing on art. Yep, typical stream. Ever had that issue though? You're making sure everything is working, you're answering the chat, watching the time, all the things, a lot of streaming didn't color a lot. What color is this obsidian green? But some of them made some progress. And I don't know, I just try to see things with the eyes of what people maybe would like to see, but I'm not thinking what, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I don't know, because me as a viewer, I don't really care if somebody does a lot or not. I'm just there for the chatty to listen to them, mostly because I don't chat too much when somebody else is streaming. But then when I start doing things by myself on my own, I'm putting in my head all the questions like, are they gonna be entertained? Is it gonna look okay? Or am I going to be able to manage everything? And blah 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 blah. Hola. Hola. I not stream as a YouTuber yet, but I was a teacher during COVID, so I know what it's like. Yeah, it's exactly the same. But it's similar, you know. And I remember you told me you were an art teacher. I don't know where I've heard it before. I think it was in a comment. How do those lessons go when you're an art teacher trying to do some like string for a class? I can't imagine myself in that situation. It would be a whole chaos. And now you're gonna use the glitter. The kids were terrible. I've always wanted to teach people art. Then I remember I don't know too much, so I don't do it. But live from that, like being a profession. We'll play video games while I try to teach. I know. I did the same thing while I was during COVID. I was studying. I remembered some classes. I would just do the lurking thing. I will put the class on the background, and because they weren't watching my screen, I will be playing video games. Just on the classes that I didn't care, because I knew already what they were teaching. And also I had some classes that were more like technical workshops. So teacher will be just talking to a group, giving them advice for their project, and then they'll pass to the next one. So in those times, during other groups' turns, I will be playing. And also working in my own projects, but sometimes play. God, Amy and her glitter cracked me up. You could do it. Oh my kids were in high school during COVID, and I can't imagine teaching to that audience. At least the coloring community targets 18. And it's even more than that, even more than 18. Middle schoolers then. Good evening. Hi. Be dope. Now we don't make them be there. Yes. People is here because they want. And not everybody's here to learn. They are also here just to watch. some people is pretty happy with the way they do things, so they are just here for the fancies. Thank you, big love. I'm doing the little details around. It doesn't look different. Does it look like I did something? Yes, right? Now I'm on the leaves. I'll be finished the leaves and then we can do flowers. I need a drink. What else? I don't know what else to tell you. I'll be back at work tomorrow. I don't want to, but I need to. And I'll miss my coloring days because I've been coloring so much lately. I've been off since Thursday because I've been off since Thursday. I used some vacations and those were really good vacations, but now I'll go back to reality. We enjoy coloring even if we aren't the one coloring. I love chatting about coloring, no grades here. It's just, yes. And I love to do everything related to coloring. My mom is already tired of me coloring. It's like, don't you have many books? My mom is not too supportive. It's not that she doesn't like it. She just, I don't know. They don't see coloring as I do. But that's because my mom knows about my hyperfixation with things. So when I was into playing video games, I did wrong. I did pretty bad things because I was, and also it was during COVID. After I finished my career and I wasn't working at all, I remember playing. I started playing at 8 p.m. at the evening until 8 a.m. the next day. My mom has a really bad thing with people staying awake during the night and not sleeping well. She hates. So yeah, she doesn't have a very good experience with all my hyperfixations. Now she's like, don't you have enough coloring books? You can color in all of them. I'm using right now Prismacolor pencils, Jenny, and Darwin Chroma Flows. So for the first color combo of the green, pretty yellow green leaves, I was using only Darwin Chroma Flows. And now for these ones that are more bright, I'm using both Darwin Chroma Flow and 2 Prismas. Pero I love how you did the hair. Thank you. I'm new in the coloring world and that's still too difficult to me. It is difficult to color hair. I also need to practice more and more. But I think the difficult part is that you need a lot of time to achieve realistic hair. And you also need to be very patient and to know how to work in layers. And that's something that you learn with the time. Melanie, what do you do for work? I work, sadly, but I like my job. I work in a factory making biscuits I'm an operator there, and yeah, we work Monday to Friday, but lately, because of the holidays during Christmas and also with the weather lately, we've been having a lot of days off, and we need to catch up with the order. So probably the next months I'm gonna be working 6 days a week, and the normal schedule is it starts at 3 p.m. my shift, because I work at second shift. It starts at 3 p.m. and we work until 12:30 at night, at the evening. But they started making us work until 2 a.m. because we need to make more production. So yeah, you won't see me very much in the next months. I said I started digital animation, but I'm not working in that anymore. I actually never worked in that because I moved from countries, and I started at different things, so I lost the practice in what I've learned. And also animation is a pretty difficult, not a difficult career, but it's something that you need to practice more and more, because if you don't do it you can forget, and if you don't keep investigating more about the career or your tools, your supplies, your programs that you need to use, you can you can be like left behind. So that's what happened to me. That's what I don't do it anymore. My family doesn't get it either. They think I have way too many books. Like I should only need like 3 books. Sometimes they think that like you can live with just one coloring book, but that's not real. They don't understand. I saw the color numbers on your sweatshirt and thought they were, but it wasn't sure which ones. Yes, it's because of the numbers. Six per one is terrible. It is. I don't really like it. I hate when they say, and the thing is, they don't tell you right away when you start your week that you're gonna work Saturdays. They are like, oh yeah, we don't know if we work Saturdays, but we will let you know. And then 2 days before, they'll tell you, yeah, now we're working Saturday. And so on, so on. Every single week is the same thing. They tell you, oh yeah, I don't know, we don't know, but we will let you know as soon as we know. You have to stay current to be in it. Yes, that's the word, current. And I didn't do it. I didn't do that, so I forgot, lost my skills, forgot the information, and it's been almost 7 years since that. So yeah, I know I won't be going back. But now I'm coloring, and that's a good thing, you know, because I remember I stopped everything related with animation because I had a really bad experience while I was studying. So my teachers will tell me, you know, you're studying animation and you're a real animator if you don't sleep for 2 days. My projects to graduate were really terrible, with really small periods of time to create something that takes more than that. They make us create a short film from scratch, and you have only 6 months to do it, and animation takes a long time. So we weren't sleeping. I remember sometimes sleeping couple hours and being awake for 2 days in a row. So it was something kind of traumatic for me, and it burned me out. That when I finished my career, I gave my exam, gave my project, and I was like, yep, I don't want to see this for at least 6 months. And those 6 months turned out to be now 7 years. Here in Brazil, we're having a big movement to stop 6 for 1 because many of us work a lot. I wish they do the same thing here, or at least they ask you to be a volunteer, you know? If you don't like to, or you don't want to work, but you are obligated to do your 5 days, okay, that's fine. I can do 5 days. I don't have any problem with that. But if I need to work another one, ask me, do you want to volunteer? Maybe I need it and I will say yes one day, but if I don't need it, I don't want to be there. I heard animators are not treated well by companies. That's for real. And also, I studied animation in Peru, and Peru is not a big country, and the industry is super small. So if that happens to people already in big countries, imagine what could have happened to me. No, I didn't want that life, so I decided just to not get involved. I'm sad because my mom paid for my career because she believed in me, and she said, I know it's a difficult career, but if you do what you love, you will be one of the best and you will get paid well. So I'm sad. In a way, I feel like I failed her. Animation is very time consuming. My daughter is in the same degree in college now, about to graduate this spring. It's a competitive field. It is. You need to practice a lot and to be very involved. And I feel here in these countries, like for example, here when I'm living now in US, it's a little bit better. They have more industry here than in my country. So I know she won't have the same experience as me. Leaves. Well, I didn't lost my knowledge about art, traditional art. I can do things like, that's why I color. It's a more gentle way to do what I've learned, or to apply what I've learned, and I really like it because I don't have the pressure I used to have when I tried to create something in my career. So in a way, I'm still using it because now I have the channel. So I'm not just keeping it for me. Vito, no, not a failure, just different paths. Yeah, she's never told me nothing related to that. I don't think I don't think she sees that way, but sometimes I think it. Hi, I just saw your word life. What book is that page you're calling me? Hi, Tasha. Welcome in. We're getting pretty deep here, but no, I'm gonna try not to be sad. So I'm coloring Little Folk by Christine Karen, and the page is very hard. I'm trying to color this for February and for Valentine's Day, and I've used alcohol markers as a base, and I'm using chroma flows and Prismacolors to color everything. Amy says, I have both an art and psychology degree. I work in a medical laboratory doing administrative work. Our life plan changes, not fails. Yeah, I'm pretty hard with myself. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go back. Maybe I remember I did enjoy. Oh well, I enjoy coloring. One day I can do something related to that. In the industry if I go back. I remember I used to like creating characters, drawing a little bit. I used to know how to draw. I remember when I was studying, my dream was to become a character design illustrator. So maybe one day. I work in a medical lab too, but as a med lab scientist, my medical was psychology. Position doing admin work. Yeah, a lot. Well, maybe we shift the approach of what we study. But anyways, we're doing fine. Life take us to different paths. Vito says you're one of the best colorists I've seen around here, and I've been consuming a lot of content creators. Your work is truly stunning. Thank you very much, Vito. Vito. I don't know how if I'm pronouncing your name well, but it's difficult to say names. YouTube names. Thank you. Really appreciate it. It motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. Beatriz. Thank you. That will be easier. I don't like this color. I don't know. I wanted some more variation on the lips, but I never use this kind of green. Every time I use green, it's more olive or yellowish green. But maybe with everything colored together, it will look different. Let's see. I hope so. Thank you, Chad. I've been having a super wonderful time. Thank you for making me company. Are you coloring something for the ones that are coloring? If somebody's coloring. I have bachelor's in psychology and master's in applied behavior analysis. Those are big words. Awesome to see how many of us have psych degrees. You people are awesome. Yes, I'm calling Kirby Presents Mythic World. Awesome. And then who else? Beatriz is coloring in small pictures. Dinosaur page. I love that emoji. That's so cool. Well, that's pretty nice. So that means I'm coloring with somebody else at the same time. It's a double spread and I don't know how to do the damn tree. What page are you coloring? I never know how to approach Kirby's books. I know people say that it's easier, or not easier, but it's yeah, maybe easy is one of the words I can use. It's easy to color him because his work, because he has some shading on the illustration. But sometimes the shading for me doesn't make any sense. I feel like sometimes those kind of shading are more like maybe this is an unpopular opinion, and I'm warning you, but I feel like those are more ornamental or aesthetic more than real shading of the control of shadows and highlights in those drawings. So when I try to color in my style, it's just so difficult. I can't. The same thing happens to me with Joseph Kattenbach. Trying to finish a January body page spread from the fairy tales. The Snow Queen. Kirby books scare me. It's so detailed. I feel like I butcher everything. They are pretty intimidating to start coloring in them. I have two of his books, and I don't color in them really. One is untouched, the other one has only one page, just because I don't know how to approach his style. I love his illustrations, but then when I'm planning to color it, I just can't. I feel it's not for me. He has such a creativity and imagination. It's difficult for me to color because of my style of coloring, but that doesn't mean I don't like his work, because he's amazing. He has an incredible mind. I see his books more of a piece of art. I think they are easier than mythographics. So it's pretty similar. Let's see. We have here Magical Earth. And I also have here Mythic World. Let's pick something. Okay, for example, here. If we would like to color the rocks, I don't know. I don't know why do I have these shapes here that are shadows, because this is on the light. So yeah, that. Then here Joseph Kattenbach. This is pretty difficult for me to color. I love the illustrations, love them, but I just don't know how to color them. Then here we have these weird shapes here at the border. Then the shading on the flowers is difficult to approach for me. Yeah, I don't know. But I think some mythographies are easier than others. I think it seems easier, Mythic World or any Kirby, more than a mythographic, because these are pretty condensed illustrations. They are all in one single page. I'm coloring page 56, 57. In Mythic World, you're coloring the harpy. Is this the harpy? 56, 57. Alkonost and Gamuyun. Okay, I don't know what are those. I would like to color this one day. And then the tree, how do I shade that? Yeah, no. You guys coloring these are amazing. I've never colored Beatriz. I've never colored a double page from Kirby, or I'm gonna show you the only page I've colored. I've colored this one, and it's easier because it's a plain space on the background, so I know it's the wall, but our wall is supposed to be plain, so I just colored the wallpaper and the wood a little bit, and that's it. And then the character is not big, not super big, so it was easier to color. It's one of the easiest I found here on this book, but really I don't know if I'm gonna be coloring any of the rest because of all the little details. I just don't know. It was also difficult for me to color her dress. I had problems with her dress. Then I don't know why I decided to start coloring this illustration book polychromos. I don't like the texture I have. It looks weird. Just because I don't know how to use polychromos very well. And yeah, and I also was so tired of coloring this one that I forgot to color the sword, but nobody noticed. On the feather. I lost what are you talking about? Well, hold on. I don't even know how to okay, that one. On the feathers of the bird woman, the shadows didn't make any sense to me either. Let's see. I think the best solution is just to ignore the shading he gave you and just to color the illustration as it is. Because this is a great example. Thank you, Melanie. I'm not hating anything. I'm just explaining you why it takes me a little bit more time to try to color this, and maybe it can happen to you. It is not you, it's the illustration. It's just the shading. So here, let me zoom you in. If you see the feathers here, they have a shadow here on this part, but if you have the feathers on top, it's supposed to have a better shadow also here under the feathers, and that's not included in the shading he's giving you, so you need to add that by yourself. So yeah, you need to think a little bit out of the base he gave you. I don't know if you can understand. Yes, lots of going on. Yes, I love Kirby books, but haven't finished a page yet. Add in my own shadows too. Oh, wow, I love it. Beautiful. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, Amy. That's what I wanted to say. Sometimes if you can't understand what is happening, or maybe the shading is not going as you want it, or you're not portraying in your head, you just need to think outside of the shading he gave you. But that's when you have a little bit more of an idea of how to shade things. That happens to, I feel, if you already have your knowledge of your shading, your lights and shadows, how to position everything, if you're trying to make something more atmospheric outside of creating something that just looks aesthetically okay, so that's when you start having problems. So that's why I don't color very much Kirby. Good night, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. But yes, I know at the beginning I felt bad because I knew everybody was calling Kirby. But then I started thinking more like Amy saying that if you feel like something is not too comfortable for you, you can color anything else. Not because everybody colors one artist means that you need also to color it. But I still love his work. I will still have his books until the day I decide to color this one. Because I love his imagination. That's why I have Mythic World, and that's the only one I have. And I also have Fragile World. So I have Fragile World because I love animals, and then Mythic World because I love mythical creatures. And the way he draw them in that book is just amazing. Amazing. I once heard someone say the only wrong way to color is not to color. Is to not color. I have no idea who it was, but they are not wrong. Like, you mean coloring in a page? Like having full color or color pencil in a page? Or in general, like not to color? Yay! Oh, one more. Hold on, one more. And I don't like this one. Okay. I think it's not coloring at all. Thank you, Beatrice. Yeah, not coloring at all. Yeah, you need to color. I feel like everybody needs to color at least once to see if they like it or not, because it's a very therapeutic hobby. I think not coloring. In general, there is no wrong way to color. No one should tell you what you're doing. You're doing it wrong. Yes, exactly. You can color outside the lines. You can use whatever you want. You just need to start experimenting until you figure out what you like the most. And if you, that's what I'm trying to think about myself too. If I just enjoy coloring with pencils, I'm just gonna keep coloring with pencils because that's what makes me happy, and this is supposed to be my hobby. Sometimes, because I have the channel now, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to start boring people because I only use the same thing over and over. But that's what makes me happy. Because I see so many people using a lot of different mediums, and I'm like, but I want to be with them. I want to be like them, like a cool kid. I missed one plant. That was foliage, and that was olive green. I'm almost done. always miss something. I miss this little part of her hair. Well, I think it was dark umber in terracotta. Okay, nothing happened. That happens to me so many times. Yay. Do you know, because I'm too quiet, I'm sorry. Do you know a good sharpener? So this is that you can recommend me. Ah, now I see a lot of comments that I I don't know. I mean, they're talking on the chat and I didn't saw that. I'm calling for World War II. And my boyfriend was like, "Mama, I suggested a coloring day." He was, "No, I'm gonna hate it." 2 hours later, he was looking for shading tutorials on YouTube to finish his face. Your boyfriend is my spirit animal. That's so cool. They don't know what they are missing. They don't know. Thanks for answering my question. The video was behind me. I'm excited. I just ordered that book yesterday. What book, Tasha? Oh, this one. I love that. For real, Beatriz. Javi's gonna color something with me. I know. ¿Vas a colorear conmigo algo? Oye. Colorea conmigo algo. ¿No? ¿Nunca?
No, estoy viendo algo.
¿Nunca?
Ah, sí. Más adelante.
Yeah. He said yes. So someday we're gonna be coloring something together. I love that. Yeah, coloring is such a great thing. It's so relaxing and you can do whatever you want. I feel like my boyfriend doesn't want to color with me just because he sees how I color and he's intimidated. I tell him it's not a great thing. I don't do wonders. And I started somewhere, you know. So, and also I'm not gonna say nothing about the way he colors, of course. I love everything everybody colors just because it's coloring. So he can do whatever he wants and I'll be happy. I'm really glad, Tasha, that you bought this book because it's one of the cutest books that you're gonna see with portraits. And also it's really easy to color it. I hope you enjoyed your time coloring it, as I do. I've been coloring so much in this book and I'm planning to color more and more. In fact, I would like to finish this book someday. The thing is that I take a long time coloring it. So maybe it won't happen soon, but maybe in the future, yes. You know what? We one day should do like a coloring group online. Oh, that would be awesome. Just to have people to talk to while you're doing your arty things. I'm telling you this because when I was studying, I remember we were doing animation, okay, and we had a group to finish our project in 6 months. semester. So what we used to do was to create a group. During that time, we were using Google Meets, but after that, we started using Discord. And I remember being in there, just opening my Google Meets and starting my day, just being in that group, and then everybody just started popping while we were working on our stuff, and it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to the bathroom, and then people went to the bathroom while somebody else was doing their stuff, like just talking with each other. Then there was empty spaces where nobody talks, but you know they were there coloring or doing their lives. And I felt pretty with a lot of company, you know. It was nice. I miss those days. So that will be fun. Imagine, for the people that knows about Discord, I'm gonna create a group one day where we can color together when we have time. Yes. Tomorrow. Let's see. He's going to color my husband will never. Yes, Autumn. He said yes. Not soon, not tomorrow, but he will color with me. I don't know which page. Maybe I'll print something so he doesn't get any nervous because it's a normal book of mine. I got my husband some book and he'll color sometimes. Not that often, but at least he'll color. That's nice. That's a good thing. Maybe he will enjoy it more and more later. Yes, then Tasha said, I'm scared of coloring portraits, but I love that her illustrations are grayscale. It's just the best way to start coloring with grayscale. You know, since I started coloring in Christine Karen books, I noticed my coloring style has developed. I've been using so much contrast lately. So it's a really good way to practice more and more, and also I think it can influence you a little bit more. Let's go! Yeah, but just blow off work and color together with all of us. Yeah, I'm gonna create that. Now that I thought it wasn't a good idea because I didn't know if somebody will actually join or know about Discord. But if you know about Discord and you want to uh, color with me live, like today, so we can color, we can chat. I'm gonna warn you. I'm not the best person to just talk and talk and talk. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Especially in Discord, I remember talking a little bit and just enjoying people talking. Like listening to them talking because they make me feel company, you know. But I can create that one. I'm gonna make. I have a game too. So I love the communities there. So yeah, I'm gonna create. My goodness, what I've done. What have I done? I'm gonna create a post or something like that and give you the information, or maybe you can visit me. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I need to create the server first. Yes, Melanie, that's true. I made a group on Discord, but no one in it yet. Only one body is in it. I didn't know how to manage it. You want to use that one, or I can create one. My boyfriend knows how to create one. I used to, that's how I met my boyfriend. I was playing. Let me color something because you're watching a playing. Let me pick my colors first, and then I can keep talking. So when I met my boyfriend in a game. We were playing Valorant. If you don't know, it's a game, an SPS, an FPS, and it's a multiplayer game. And I remember I met I made a friend there. That friend asked me to go play with his friends, and his friend present me his cousin, and that's my boyfriend. So we started playing, and because it was COVID, I didn't do nothing else more than play. So we were playing hours and hours on Discord, and sometimes we weren't playing at all, but I started using Discord just to be with somebody else. So I started doing my things, living my life, and also being in Discord at the same time, so I can keep talking with people, and they were pretty funny. So I really enjoyed being in there. And then we started dating using Discord until one day he decided, like, you know, I'm going to Peru. And I said, what? And he said, yes, I'm going to Peru. So we started planning. He went to Peru. I met him for the first time. And then I came here and he came with me. And now we are happily living together. And my mom and my sister are with him. Yes. And that's how we met, playing Valorant. What do you want me to see coloring next? We have pink flowers, purple flowers, yellow flowers, or mushrooms. My kids are gamers. When my oldest went to Kuwait in the army, we used Discord for a family chat group to keep in touch. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so cool that you use Discord. I love that. See the mushrooms. Okay, Beatriz said mushrooms, so we're gonna make some mushrooms. Help me to decide, because this is small, so it's not. Oops. Chroma flows or Prismacolors? Prismacolor. Okay, Tasha said Prismacolor, so we're doing Prismacolor. So I'm gonna use Crimson Lake and Crimson Lake and Dark Amber. So let's see how it looks with those first. Oh, I remember I was asking you a question and then I forgot. So do you have any recommendations for a good sharpener? Because I have this one. This one is an aftermath and it's a pretty good one. I'm gonna sharpen something so you can see how it sharpens. I was planning to sharpen it like this, disconnected. Yes, I'm so clever. So clever. Okay, so this is the way this one sharps. Thank you, Jenny. Yes, I love my color pencils much like that because it's easy to flip through and look for color pencils. Okay, so this is how this one sharpens. It's a pretty long point, and that's what it bothers me. And also, I don't have the really sharp tip, so it looks sharp, but not as this one. This is a Westcott. This is something that I bought in Michael's. And look at the difference. That's sharp. That looks rounded. the thing is, I'm pretty happy with this one, but something happens like after 3-4 months of use, because I use it so much. I'm constantly sharpening my pencils, because I really love to use them sharp. So imagine my headache using Prismacolors. But after 4 or 3 months of use, something happens, or it breaks, or the sensors messed up, or I don't know, something. So I need to replace it over and over. Do you know something that can sharp like this that I can buy, that maybe can be more durable? So what I said Crimson Lake in dark umber, and a pretty pink. Maybe deco pink. Deco pink. We'll try con deco pink. How long have I been here? Can you tell me? I didn't notice the time. I can't see. 2 hours. Well, I'm having so much fun, so we'll keep here. We'll maintain this. Thank you everybody for being here with me so long. So crimson, that's sharp, this is not too much. Okay. For everybody that is new to this coloring world, if you don't have this, go get you some of these. These are the lifesavers. So comfortable. The name of these things are extensors, I think. Pencil extender. Yeah, aluminum pencil length thinner, or something like that. They you can get 6 for $8. So I'm loving this stream also. Good to know about this. The Dale 113.3 is pretty popular. I haven't had any issues with mine. It has a dial to set the sharpener. I'm gonna look for that one. Actually, I'm gonna save it here. I'm gonna open it in Amazon. What was the name? Dale. Okay, I don't know how to write. How to type. It's because I'm using the H in blah blah blah. No, never mind. Okay, I have it here. I'm gonna leave it there for the future. But thank you, Jenny. I have an half mat too, and a small battery one that is sharper too. I'm all about keeping mine sharp. Sorry, no recommendations. I don't use my electric sharpener enough to know if the bolts are lost of use. People love their Dales. I know people love their. I know that brand. I don't have any yet, but I know they love it. Okay. It's not electric. You can turn up the, yes. I saw when I was looking for it that it's not electric, but maybe it can be useful. It's not necessarily necessary for me to be electric. I just happen to have those. This is with batteries, and the other one you can connect it. What I'm looking for in my sharpeners is just the pretty sharp point, because that's what helps me to blend happily. Okay, mushrooms. Can't put short ones in though. You may need some replacement pencils. Yes, I do have a lot of replacements. Let me show you. You want to see my collection of replacements? Those are all my replacements. These are all Prismacolors. I separated them in colors. I mean, in color families, if I can say. So blues, reds. I have lots of blues. Lots of greens, because I use a lot of green. Also during this Christmas, I knew I was gonna need some more greens. Have a lot of browns, because I use a lot of brown. I don't use too many pinks, so just a tiny bit. Also, I don't go crazy with yellows. I don't need that much. But I go crazy with purples. So I have a bunch of purples here and some new colors. And I also need to get more replacements. So yeah, this is my organization. And I got all of these with time. Every time I need one, I buy 3 or 2. And I like to buy them in groups, because if you buy more, you can get the discounts. And all of these, I got them when I was using only Prismacolors, but now I'm using them in Chromaflows. You know what that means? Hi, Charlie. Hi. Excuse me, lady, but now I'm with my friends, so you can be here. Okay, I'm gonna color some mushrooms, Charlie, so you need to go away. Excuse me, lady. No, Charlie, no. I love you so much, but I'm sorry. I try to be organized, Beatriz. Then you see my desk, and it's a mess right now. It's okay. We're gonna color the little mushrooms, and I'm gonna create the highlight first. Let me see. No, I said deco pink. Look what she did. She mad. Yes. She was so comfy. She always picks my books to sleep, or my pencil cases. She likes to put her head in on top of my pencil cases. Where's my brown? Here. just a little bit because I don't want to go too dark, and this color is super dark. Okay. And after that I will use a gel pen or something to do the dots, because I just covered them with the alcohol marker. I didn't mind. That's it. A little mushroom. You have to film when your boyfriend colors with you. That's a good idea. I don't know how it's gonna go, and it needs to be something simple. To not take a long time coloring, but that will be funny. That will be fun. I hope he wants to color with me soon. I also want to color with my sister. Maybe I'll record that too. She was more into art stuff before. Now she's all like college, study. So she doesn't do much with me. And also when she's free, I'm coloring, and when I'm free, she's studying. So yeah. I feel like we can color. I'm gonna use white. Look at that beautiful point. Never seen a point like this. Ta-da! Maybe, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I went too dark, but it's fine. It looks like a mushroom. I want to record so much things. I just don't have that much time. And I take a long time recording. Not because I'm always coloring. Sometimes I want to do more chatty things. But then I don't like what I'm saying, and I do, okay, next, another take. Okay, another take. And oh no, my gosh, I messed up. I need to take it again. So I can start recording like pretty early in the evening, like at 3. And when I finish recording, it's already 10 o'clock. Because I didn't like what I was saying. Yeah. But I remember I told people I was going to do a Q&A. Like questions and answers for the end of the year, and I've been planning that video a lot, and I just don't have the time, and I don't know how to approach it. But people make me so many cool questions. Some of those I already answered here today, like what did if I've studied something, where I was from, where am I from. I overthink a lot too. Yeah, that's that's a big problem while trying to record. I wish I can do more like the people that just comes here, turn the camera, they talk, they edit a few things, and they leave. No, yeah, I take. I know for some other people it might be the same, but I don't. I'm sure they don't take a whole day just to record one little thing. I know. That's just me because I'm sick. Hi. Hi. ¿Qué haces? I have had lots planned and not done yet, but you wait a lot to be back. They decided to start. They decided to start cleaning right now. You shoo.
Okay, I go. I'm sorry.
Yeah. One day you'll see that video. And also, I sleep a lot. I think it gets faster eventually. You want things to be perfect too. Yes, that's right, Autumn. That's my problem. I know. I don't know where. I've heard. I'm pretty. I don't have too much confidence, but you are not supposed to show that in internet, because then when you say that you are not something, or you feel like you are this or that, people think it's because you want them to say, no, but you're not this, you're not that, you're so worth it, etc., etc. And if I say something like that, it's not because I want people to tell me good things, it's just what I believe. And also, you have two different results when you say something like that in internet, or people might say, no, but you are good, or whatever, or this and that. And there is another kind of person that can say, oh, she's cringe. Yeah. Was so cute. Okay, I go. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's cute. She's funny. I like my sister, but sometimes she can be so what's the word?
Amor, ven.
Aww.
¿Qué es esto?
You're calling me.
Creo que tiene algo.
¿Qué?
Ven. ¿Qué es?
No veo nada.
Aquí, mira. ¿Pero lo tocaste?
No, no tengo
Mira.
luz.
¿Una herida? Ya. Apaga. Por favor.
I'm back. I'm sorry. Charlie has something on her back, but I think it's a pimple, so nothing to worry about. Okay, what are you saying? Well, if they say that, they ain't welcome in your Discord. Yes. I really want to create that Discord thing now. Wait, yeah, the internet is a wild place, but I feel like the calling community is so welcoming. You're not fishing for compliments, I can tell you are genuine. You know, girls, you are so sweet. Thank you because you made my night. I've been enjoying this live stream so much. So much. I think maybe they can change these little mushrooms. I'm not completely happy, but maybe using the marker or the gel pen to create the little dots will make it better. Maybe, I don't know why I don't like it so much. Maybe it's because of the base color I use. Now I'm scared because I used that base color for this one, for those. I hope I like it. But that's okay. That's everything I'm gonna do with those. Those were my mushrooms. I hope I had a better quality in the video. I know it's not the best quality ever. It looks kind of blurry. If we create the... I think I need this book. Buy it, we can, you know, I need to talk this to somebody. So, I have a little folk, I have white flower folk and wondrous folk. My idea was to create a group as well, but I decided that maybe not, because I saw so many groups and so many hashtags at the beginning of the year that I was kind of down to the idea. But anyways, I'm planning to color this book a lot and all of my Christine Karen books a lot during this year and maybe forever, because my plan is to finish it eventually. And I had a pretty good start because I did one page. I'm not gonna show you because it's one of the pages I finished for January, so you will see it soon. I have this other page. I just started this one and I'm coloring this one. So I made a super good start with this book, and also it was a gift. That's why it's so deep in my heart. The thing is that I wanted to create a group to color more of our Christine Karen coloring books, specifically these folk ones. So maybe we can pick a page in between all those 3 books, or maybe you can color whatever you want and just send it to the group. I wanted to, or create a group. Yeah, maybe create a group where we can pick the page we're gonna color for the month, or maybe if you don't have the 3 books, you can just pick one and color it that month and send it to the group. I don't know. I love so much these books that I want to share my love with somebody else. Next. I don't know what to color next. Maybe the stems of the mushrooms. Now that I have no. Let's see. biscotti. I like biscotti. Or yeah, biscotti. I like biscotti. So we are gonna use biscotti. Baby, biscotti. It says, well, I love it. I don't have any of these artists because they were very intimidated, but I love to see you guys work. No, but at least you need to start at least with one. I can guide you to this Christine Karen world. Come with me. I will receive you with open arms. Tasha said, I will have an artist focus group. It will be easier for everyone to join since some of us wouldn't have all three. Maybe an artist focus group can be. No, I will die. You won't die, but it's okay. You're supposed to color whatever you like. You won't die, Beatriz. Believe me. You want to see how I started coloring people? And this was last year. Last year, no, almost 2 years. I don't have my books from the beginning when I started coloring, but I have like one of the books of the first batch that I received, and it's this one. This is one of my oldest books. It's not the oldest, but it's the only one I have from that batch. So this is how I colored people. That was my skin. Like, there is a difference. Thank God. So we all start somewhere. And every time I color one and one, you can see the difference in every single one. It's not a bad coloring. It's not bad coloring, but you can see the difference. You can notice much more contrast. I have the fear of portraits as well. That's why I went with grayscale. It's so much easier to color grayscale. It is, and I recommend it to everybody. I love grayscale. It makes my life easier. Oops. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Now it's time for a quiet, no awkward silence until you ask me something. You want to know how I do this? Like, this is a good perk. You can do it as well. It's really convenient when you're using just two colors. So you'll grab one with your hand and the other one here, and then you do this. I don't know how to explain it. But you should try it. It's super useful. I learned this in school because we used a lot different colors of paints. No, Beatrice, you don't need to buy it if you don't feel like coloring it. I'm joking. I know it's something intimidating. No, when I see other people's, another YouTubers, not everybody colors portraits because it's difficult. So yeah. And maybe you can get bored coloring the same thing over and over, like a face, a hair, a face, a hair. Oh yeah, like this. Doing this, yeah, I sometimes do the same thing. Okay. I'm not using this because it's I need you to help me. What do you think I should do with the background? Just give me ideas. Maybe I won't do it, but maybe I can think about it. I don't know if I can do to leave it white and just color the inside of the heart. Right now I have a base of yellow because I wanted to do like a gradient to the inside, but her face is too big to create something that can show, so maybe I'll cover that with something. I'm not sure, but yeah, let me know what you think I can do. I want to use more red, I don't know where, because this is supposed to be for Valentine's Day. Hi Auntie! I didn't know you were live. Love your art so much, and you're calling my favorite illustrator. Did you go to art school? This is my favorite illustrator so far too, and I went to kind of art school. So I studied in a college, with as a technical illustrate animator in 2D and 3D. So mostly my career was dedicated to digital art, but I also had studies in traditional art. Just for a few months, not too much, but I did have some knowledge in that. So that's what I known, what I kept in my brain. But it was pretty basic, just to know the basics of art and color theory and that. Doing it with Little Folk will be delivered on Friday. Guess what I'll be doing this weekend? Coloring in Little Flower, of course. Yay! Did I say it? Red ribbon necklace, maybe. I'm thinking that to make it shiny. And then what is going to happen with the heart? Do a very soft pastel wave in the background. It's hard to explain, but it's pretty behind a drawing that is in a wreath. I can portrait that, Melanie. Maybe when I create the Discord, you can send me the picture. my god. Yeah, that's fine. They are looking good. But I need more contrast. Just a tiny bit more here. And here. And here. Hey! And here. Tiny, tiny details. Lord. Oh, I can see. Oh no, I have the Instagram here on my computer. I hope I don't mess up with everything. So let's see. I can't see because I need to see it on my phone. I'll see it later. Thank you. I did buy all of Christine 39's books, didn't color in them until recently. They are so beautiful, didn't want to ruin them. I started with my least fave page in case I messed up. That's the best way to start. And then when you it's all practice, you know. And of course, because you're starting, it will take a while, but I know it's gonna end up looking beautiful. And I hope it's easier to follow the grayscale. What I decided to start coloring? Oh, these little mushrooms here. You need to pick something that really inspires you as well. And everything is just trial and error. See what you like, what you don't like, what mediums you like to use, and that will make your life easier. And don't compare yourself with nobody. You do you. And also my recommendation with grayscale. Let me see. Wait. Your faces are amazing. Grayscale helps a lot. Yes, it is. I mean, it helps a lot, and it helps you to create contrast. I'm gonna give you my recommendation here. If you're coloring in a grayscale coloring book, it doesn't matter if it's a Christine Karen book or not. When you're coloring a grayscale coloring book, you use pretty intense and vibrant colors on the darkest parts, pretty intense, and then try to cover the grayscale with those pretty intense colors, and then you can use, of course, light colors on the rest where you don't have any grayscale. But if you cover with pretty intense and dark colors the grayscale, you won't see it at the end, and it won't look dirty. Sometimes that can define or influence you when your color choices, but it works so far for me, and it creates a lot of contrast in my pictures, in my coloring pages. So I hope it works for you as well. If you don't like the dirtiness when you just use light colors. I've ruined my favorite small pictures page yesterday. It still hurts. Oh no. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it happens to me, and I can give you a solution for that, just to try the next page. But it's really sad for me as well when I ruin something. Sometimes I'm really hard with myself, and when I don't like something, I just rip the page. But I'm trying not to do that anymore. But it's so hard. But the good thing is that you can learn what you didn't like in that page. That's for sure. So you won't do the same thing next time. My goal for 2026 is to get better with skin tones and faces, and you can do it. It just takes a lot of practice. And patience. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, Beatrice. Let's say like that. Stay positive and see it that way. Morning biscotti first, and then natural brown. I guess these little mushrooms. Now that we are here and I have this brown. This, for example, here. You see, I'm using a pretty dark brown on top of the grayscale, because if I don't use it, it will look dirty. But I will use this dark brown just on the darker parts. And then let's pick a color in between those. You can use chocolate or light umber, but I think I'm gonna go for chocolate. And then blend it. And then we can use light umber for the to transition to the new colors. And yeah, now you can see the grayscale and you have a lot of contrast, but I'm not liking this jump like from this to this, so I think I have a color that can go well with that base. That's why I tried to match my base with the alcohol markers. I mean the alcohol marker base with a color pencil, so I don't notice those. So maybe this one can work, or something from here. Maybe nothing. Maybe it will need to stay like that. Oh, clay rose. Can be clay rose. You think? Don't you think? Yes. So I started copying my creasing current pages to print out on cardstock to practice before moving to the real thing. That helps. Sorry about your small victories page. Oh, that's a good way to start too. Just practicing in a place you are not too I mean, you won't lose very much if you ruin it, because you can reprint it again. That's a good way to start. You can have the book until, or wait for the book until you feel you're ready. And also, you finish coloring one print and you are pretty happy with the result, you can frame it and have it on your art studio if you have one, or wherever your workspace is. That will be cool. says that's a great strategy. That's fine. I'm too anxious. I have to taste my colors before putting them on the page. That was my mistake. And Beatrice, you don't use any swatching, like here. You can see your colors. You know, sometimes also, but you're right, because if you don't see the colors together, maybe you don't know if they will work together. Yeah, that happened to me before. That's why I ended up ripping my pages. But I don't recommend you that. But I won't lie. I used to do that, and sometimes I do the same thing. And sometimes, well, this live stream is me being honest and opening. But sometimes, because maybe you do this yourself. I hope you don't. But sometimes I feel the necessity to buy the book again because I ripped one page, or just because I did one page that I didn't like. I said, well, I'm gonna buy that one again. You will not be able to make everyone happy. Many colors have music, and that's fine. Others do not, and that's fine. Oh, wait, words for your words. Thank you, Marilyn. I'm gonna try to do that, to just be myself and color how I like and create the videos how I like. I hope you still be here if I do that. But you just need to know that I create everything with love, and I put my heart in everything I do. Just because I want you to have something interesting and with value. I don't like to make empty things. Then things I will do, just I did swatch them but not together. Yeah, I was so eager to start, I just chose a bunch of purples. But that's a way. Now you know that you would like to swatch them in the future, or I mean together. But that happened to me a lot, you know. You were Linda, you had nothing to be nervous about, and I was I was a mess. You don't know, auntie. It was, and I feel so embarrassed of how I did on that live stream, because there was so many people. I didn't know what to answer. I don't like uncomfortable questions. Sometimes I don't know how to react. It's not that I'm no sensitive or empathic. Sometimes I just don't know how to react, and I was feeling scared that somebody will tell me their lives and experience related to cancer. So I was like, please don't, because I don't know what to answer. And also there was a lot of people just talking. I'm very bad reading names. I just answer to the question randomly without saying who did the question. Then I noticed Joe was trying to make me some conversation because she was asking me a couple questions. I supposed to not have any silence on the stream, and I was like, I need to talk. Yes. Yay. Mushrooms. Cool. I hope you are not bored. I'm gonna keep coloring because I'm gonna be here anyways, and I'm enjoying it. What else? And then it was too late. The drawing vanished under dark purple, and I couldn't put any more color. Oh my goodness, that happened to me so many times. I couldn't watch it. I wanted to, but I had an event. I'm going to watch it later. Don't watch it, Beatrice. You don't need to. It's just me coloring a few petals of a flower and trying to have a conversation with people. Thank you, Lori. She's coming out so beautiful. I mean, she's already finished, but the things around it, I'm now taking shape because they were very flat. So I did the mushrooms. Now we can do the pink flowers. And for the pink flowers, so you just noticed I didn't color this one. Let me fix that, because now that I notice, I won't live happily. If I can find my swatches. I think it was banana cream. I love the names of the Ohuhu markers. They are so funny. There is one that is called papaya. I don't know where it is. Here, papaya, and it's exactly the same color of a papaya. I love those colors. I love the names. I'm protecting my base. Here, you can see it. Don't worry. There. A tiny little detail. So now I'm gonna color it. I said pink, right? Yeah, pink. Just go watch it. It was great. No, Auntie, it wasn't. It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there. We love you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm watching it. It was such a nice project to be part of. Yeah, it was. I'm really, being honest, I'm so honored to be part of that. And I was fangirling at the beginning of it, because I was all surrounded by these people I admire. So yeah, it was a nice experience. Okay, pinks. What kind of pink do I want? But you know, I don't like Derwent Chroma for pinks. I prefer Prismas more. Nice. So what kind of pink we want? We want warm pink or a cool pink. We can use I don't know how to color pink, because I always go dark. This was supposed to be pink, but I decided, okay, I'll go wild and it will look kind of fuchsia red. But it was supposed to be pink, but it's not. So we can use blush pink in mahogany red, maybe. And I'll use mahogany red just a tiny bit. So that's my plan. Yes, that's my plan. And also I have a color combination here. I don't usually use color combinations because I don't like to repeat colors all over and over. But I don't know how to color pink, so I try to do that something here. I don't like any of this. For my flower, I don't want it to look that fiery, that neon. Maybe this one could be a good option. So that's blush pink and mahogany red. I was bright. So yeah, maybe we can try that. What? Wait. You did a great job with that. Guys, I'm going to bed. It's already 1 a.m. here. I need to work tomorrow. Have a nice rest of stream. I'll finish it tomorrow so I don't miss any news about the Discord. Good night, Beatrice. Thank you so much. I'll let you know, so I suppose, or you will see it at the end of the stream about the Discord if I happen to do that. Have a good night and thank you. It's been so nice to talking to you. Okay. Here. And I said blush pink. Blush pink. Okay. Are you coloring something for the tubiton? Or did you color something during the tubiton? Because I have my bird with my purple flowers. And I have this idea. I think if you care or you had a good time during the tubiton, you should color at least one thing purple for the tubiton. Let's create a new hashtag. This is going to be the month of purple. I'm using purple here. It doesn't need to be all purple, but at least to use it one time. You know, people, sometimes I have ideas and I don't tell anybody because I see so much content around that I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. At least one thing purple. I love that hashtag. Abby, you were here when I said one less McDonald's. Read the tweet. My goodness. But yeah, that day I didn't eat any McDonald's. Oh well, one of my bird lady is purple. Awesome. I have one more
Awesome.
purple thing. Cállate.
Awesome.
Cállate. ¿Ya te vas a acostar?
Brother.
Abby's going to the bed. It's too early. Usually we don't sleep very early. We go to sleep super late. It's my mother's favorite, so this will be a fun hashtag. Yes, you made me crave McDonald's and I don't like McDonald's. Sorry, Lori. We used to eat McDonald's a lot here because we don't cook too much. My mom is the one that makes the cooking because she likes it anyways. Sometimes we don't have time. We wake up late and we have a McDonald's here on the corner, so we go there. So that day I proposed myself not to eat any McDonald's and I donated. Yay. Okay, so I will create that hashtag too. I want to create so many things to get people more involved or to participate more in this community. There is a lot of things that people does and I feel like always in my little corner. You don't see me much around. Sometimes I'm scared because I also don't have that much time. But yeah. Hi. Sometimes I feel like we have so much information that I don't know where to start or if it will be a good thing to start. you know. So much content, which is a good thing, but sometimes I feel down because there is so much that I'm like, I don't need to create one. We have a lot already. But yeah, definitely I will try to create the focus artist group for Christine Karen, so you can color whatever page you like, and we can share it and see what everybody's doing, because I love Christine Karen and I want to share that love with somebody else. And the Discord group, I guess I'll start by doing an Instagram for my pages, so I don't follow my people with my art thing that they don't care about. That's a great way to start, and of course everybody's going to be would like to see what you create, what you color. Is in like why you don't have one already? Go create one. Or did you guys use your personal page to post your coloring? I think the best option is to create one account just for coloring, because that way just people that cares or wants to see things about coloring can see your content. Because if I do it in my personal account, my family will see what I color, and that will be kind of awkward. They will tell me like, why are you coloring books? Odd. So yeah. Oh, I like my flower. Can I ask what time of the day is for you right now? Yes, it's getting late here. It's gonna be 11. I'm surprised you're still here. Also, super late. And I've been streaming for a long time. Go check Lori's channel. I'll go check your channel too, Lori, to see what you color. Maybe I'll be leaving some comments there later. Nice. It's 23:22. Oh, it's pretty late there, Melanie. 11:22. Also for you, Laurie, my goodness. You people are night owls like me. You're welcome to this channel where I sleep like at 3 a.m. It's 23:22, 11:23. Oh, you are even later than me. I'm on the West Coast, so it's 8:22 p.m. for me. Well, that's better, Dasha. We're all one below the other than yes. Oh my goodness. So much fun today. I really enjoy it. I don't like this flower. I don't like coloring pink. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yay. It says I usually stay up until 1 or 2. Yeah, I won't tell you until what time I used to stay up because you will be scared. But that's pretty late. Jennifer says 12, 10, 22 here, and you're gonna have to call it all night soon because we'll work tomorrow. Jenny, you can see the live stream later. And if you go to sleep, thank you so much for being here with me and making me company. It was really nice to talking with you. It's 22:25. It's 10:25 right now. My dog will come get me soon. How is that? He grabs you to go to sleep, or he grabs you to go out for a walk? Lori says I'm up still at least 4 a.m. stream night owl. Or you, Lori, you don't know. You don't know. What time is it? Yes, I'm a night owl. Me and my girlfriend have to go to bed at the same time, or my dog will just refuse to sleep and cry, waiting for the other. Oh no, that's so sweet though. Super sweet. I love when pets have the necessity of being with their owners, especially when they want to go to sleep. He's so sweet. Hi, Blue Daisy. I'm a night owl and she go to bed at 24. Ma. But that's kind of a problem. I feel like I function better at night when nobody's sleeping, or I'm more productive. My grandma, when I was living with my grandma, she used to tell me, "Why do you get up, start doing things this late when we are not supposed to make that much noise?" Because at night is where I started doing the cleaning, making my bed, making my room, washing things. Yes, it's because the night I'm Batman. Okay, I have all my little flowers. I can use the same colors for this. Yep, I come to life around 9 p.m. Yes, that's the feeling. You start feeling like, yeah, you're alive. That's the word. It happens to me so much. I prefer doing things at night. And it's always been like that. I feel like maybe my career is what helped me to be this way. Because when I was studying, I had my classes very early, or at the evening. And then when I got home, I started making my homework or doing my homework, and most of the time that time will be I will be awake until the next day. So yeah, that's when all started. Then I started playing video games after I finished my career studying, and I didn't mind being awake until 8 p.m. then 8 a.m. the next day. So yeah, that's my life now. Thank God I don't have any children, because that will be a problem. I want children, not now, not soon. So same when I was in school, I did my homework at night, and it was difficult to do it during the day. Yes, that happened to me. Same thing, Tasha. I prefer being doing my homework, but it's because I think you don't have any distractions during the night. When everybody's supposed to be sleeping, you don't have a lot of distractions, so you can just do your thing and be you and live in your own world. Yep, I don't like pink. I don't like pink, but that's okay. Well, it is what it is. I already colored it, so that's fine. Maybe we can fix it. Sorry if I don't talk too much. It's because I made a mistake and I'm not liking this color, so I'm trying to fix it. What do I do? This one. Maybe this one can help. Yes, girls, I think we are all the same. The night is my friend. Okay, whatever. That's fine. It's just a little detail. Nobody's gonna notice. But I'm gonna notice. But that's fine. I can't stop touching it. Maybe. will look better when I finish coloring all the rest. I know. You know, when I started this portrait and I started only her face, it looked so horrible. I thought it was the worst face I've ever done until I started coloring the hair and her eyes and her eyebrows, and it started looking so much better. So I've learned that I need to color all the rest that is around because it can give you a different perspective of whatever you're coloring. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bang. Meow, meow. Another kitty came. Lori, the thing is that that's a good thing that your boyfriend, you can be calm and quiet and peaceful until your boyfriend comes. I wish I can do that, but I can't because my boyfriend works with me and we have the exact same schedule. Now he takes me to work and he brings me home. So basically, we are always together. Oh, Amy, I want to see Lori's page too. And I can because I'm here. I have my phone recording. Or, yeah, that. No spoilers, please. I took like 2-3 hours to color leaves, a pair of mushrooms, and a couple of flowers. Next time I will pick a color easier to color because I never know what colors to use for pink, and I know you also don't know how to color flowers, but here I am making wrong decisions. Good night all. Hope to catch everyone in the next one. Bye, Jennifer. Thank you for staying. I hope you have a nice day tomorrow. Have a good night. Meow, meow. Meow. Okay, I think I'll finish coloring these flowers and I'll leave. Because it's been a long time. And I'm hungry. So I want to go get something to eat. That's fine. That's fine. It will look better with the center of the flowers. Yes, that's fine. Amy, it's because she said Lori and then she said your coloring pitch is the prettiest. I thought she was talking about one of yours. I wanted to go see. Can we back? Oh yeah, she left. Yeah, well, that's everything I did today. I'm gonna continue coloring later, but I want to go eat first. And yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody Thank you, Lori. Thank you, everybody, for being with me and spending some time. It was pretty nice to talk to you. And I hope to see you soon in another live stream. But if I live stream, I do another live stream, it will be more or less like at this time. I don't know if it's going to be soon, but I hope to do one soon, because it was a nice experience. I really enjoyed it, and you guys made the fun. Thank you. I'll share with you my page once it's completed. Maybe on in my community tab or whatever. Hugs to everybody, a lot of kisses. I love you. Have a good night.